everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of the Clean Air Show. I'm Harina, your host, and today we are tackling something very important, something that affects all of us, which is health, which is a health problem. It is air pollution and all the health hazards which come with it. We all have heard about it, but do we really know what is true and what is a myth? To help us clean the air literally, today we have the incredible Dr. Sneha Tirpure with us. She is a leading pulmonologist with 13 plus years of experience. Dr. Sneha specializes in diagnosing, evaluating, and treating diseases and conditions related to lungs, allergy, sleep, and respiratory related problems. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Sneha.
Thank you.
We're also excited to have Mr. Ravi Kaushik, founder and CEO of EARTH, who's on a mission to provide clean, healthy, and affordable air to every household in the country with his Make in India startup, EARTH. Welcome to the Clean Air Show, Ravi.
Thanks.
So let's just quickly jump right in. And here's when I ask you the very first question, which is for both of you. And we'll start with you, Dr. Sneha, first. Why are there so many children suffering from allergies, which never used to happen in the old days?
Yeah, so as we see, compare our country with other countries where globally it's already prevalent in children, especially the food allergies, the peanut allergy that we hear so much about, anaphylactic shocks and all. So what we've realized with the studies, they show one study was published in Allergy of Clinical Immunology in 1990, way back then. That time only it showed that 12% of the children were not having a family history of allergy, and they ended up having allergies in themselves. Then even 30 to 50% are the children who get it from their parents. So genetic predisposition is from a single parental allergy. So, and both of them having, then it goes up to 80%, the incidence. So as we understand, the parental allergy history is important for us to understand whether children will develop. So as the years are passing by, more and more people are having allergies, and then so on, they are getting passed on to their offsprings. So the incidence is increasing. The other reason is this hygiene hypothesis, which was first introduced in 1989. So this was based on the observation that there is a correlation between household size particles and allergic rhinitis. So then what this is hygiene hypothesis, it's like we are keeping things too clean around us, and that leads to decrease in the infections, and it is inversely correlated to develop allergies. So there is a health pathway which is there initially in everybody's life, which begins while the baby is in the womb. And that time they are more deviated towards an allergy pathway. So, but allergy pathway, when birth of the baby, when it continues to predominate in allergy form, unless he is allowed to develop some infections. But now, as in how we are trying to keep so many things spick and span around our child, then what happens is the infections are reducing, but unfortunately the allergies are increasing because the allergy pathway of immunity is getting predominated in his life. So this is more so seen in developed countries, as we are seeing UK, US rank higher than India. And so this is very important. The other reason being antibiotic use during the first year of life of the child, that also predisposes because it kind of removes the gastrointestinal bacterial flora, which is very important to bring about the immunity, good immunity and allergy-free immunity, that is. Yeah, so that's, I think children, that is why are having an increased incidence.
So here, ma'am, I just wanted to ask this one very fundamental question that we hear a lot. That as you rightly said, gastrointestinal bacteria is not being developed. So what we understand, please correct if we are wrong, that we understand that your gut needs immunity, but is there immunity for lungs as well? So is this right if I say कि अगर मैं साफ हवा में सांस लूंगा तो मेरी लंग की इम्यूनिटी खत्म हो जाएगी?
हाँ, so yeah, partly we can say actually these हम सबको ये चीज ऐसे बोलेंगे तो बहुत इजीली समझ में भी आएगी. मैं अपने मेडिकल टर्म्स में बोलूंगी तो लेकिन सब लोगों को समझने के लिए आपने जैसा कहा मान सकते हैं, हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं, बिकॉज अभी अगर हमारा पेट का सारा जो नॉर्मली भी बैक्टीरिया होना चाहिए वो भी निकल जाता है, तो हमारे सिर्फ लंग इन्फेक्शंस भी, नॉट जस्ट लंग इन्फेक्शंस, बाकी के ऑर्गन्स भी अफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, मतलब ओवरऑल हमारी इम्यूनिटी ही सप्रेस हो रही है. सो देन वी आर प्रीडिस्पोज टू नॉट जस्ट लंग बट अदर इन्फेक्शंस एज वेल, isn't it?
Right. So that basically means कि हमें थोड़ा थोड़ा गंदी हवा में भी सांस लेना चाहिए. Is that right?
Yeah, everything in moderation, like we say, nothing in excess. Overall, general जो principle we're trying to do. But अभी क्या हो गया? Too much clean is also therefore not good. And infection हुआ तो तुरंत day 2 of fever पे antibiotic दे दिया गया बच्चों को. So अरे नहीं fever नहीं चाहिए. No, so that is what we have to accept, and accept our child, give him some time to recover himself so that his immunity grows.
Okay.
The same question to you, Ravi. Do you have to add on that how does technology play a role? We've heard the medical aspect of it. What is your take?
I think mostly medical science plays the role here in genetics, and which ma'am rightly said, right? How we are treating children during their initial stages. As a technocrat, not much that I can add, but only thing that we can, for example, dust allergies, people with asthma, etc., we can reduce their occurrences by helping them breathe clean. So that's what we are intended to do, because out of 24 hours that everybody has, mostly we spend 20 hours indoors, right? Out of these 20 hours indoors, we are almost always surrounded by ACs, be it at your home, be it in your car, or even public transport, or in your office, or if your child is going to any school, there as well. So what we are saying is, currently it has zero efficiency to help you against any kind of allergy pollutants that can get into your lungs. What if you have a chance to upgrade it to get better life, better health, and better air to breathe? So that's where we come in, and trying to reduce the occurrences of such events.
Yeah, so exactly. So what you said is that we are having more and more ACs in our houses everywhere, and this is already there in large amount in US and UK, developed nations, I mean to say. So there they are more prevalent, where the ACs need to be taken and need to be correctly placed with correct filters. And now what I said was more of, a suburb, more of urbanization is AC households. So you are correctly going to play the role of, helping prevent allergies at an early stage by having this kind of a quality air purifier.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Coming from doctor is a great validation for us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sneha and Ravi. The responses attained from both of you for this first question has created a very informative kickstart for the podcast and the episode overall. And I'm looking forward to see how the conversation emerges in the next question. So coming to the second question to both of you, starting with you, Dr. Sneha. Are there any sources, hidden sources of indoor air pollution that people often overlook? Considering that we are from urban areas and we are talking more about the urban context. So, ma'am, what are the hidden sources of indoor air pollution?
Yeah, so we already know that open fires in the non-urban areas, rural areas, open fires are still being used. So biomass fuel and coal that are being used are they produce a large amount of indoor air pollution, especially in ill-ventilated houses. But not only this, even in modern houses, the stoves also pose a risk to indoor air pollution. So at places where you have smaller kitchens, ill ventilated kitchens. They don't have exhaust fans, they don't have chimneys. Any kind of the smoke which is generated during cooking also is an overlooked amount of indoor air pollution. And a lot of times we in fact get patients saying that chhok diya and tabiyat kharab ho gayi. Chhok has been a trigger for worsening their underlying respiratory issues, especially the asthma patients or underlying obstructive airway diseases like COPD patients. So they come with this kind of a trigger, very well known trigger. So even though they are not staying in the coal consumption areas, as we know, so urbanized. The other hidden source, I would say, equipment such as even the printers, the photocopy, the Xerox printers, the computers, all these office machines also are emitting ozone and volatile compounds. So then we are not aware about these, and most of us have overlooked this. And this has like become an unavoidable part of our lives today, where we are with all the technology in front of us. We are working around the clock with them. So unfortunately, that is also one of the source. So we know that mold wherever humans are. So they tend to attract molds, pollens, viruses, bacteria, dust mites, insects like cockroaches. So they are going to be around us even in the urban settings, and more so here. Why? Because dust mites, for instance, they feed on our dead cells. Human dead cells is their खाना. So अभी अगर हम रात भर हमारे बेड पे डस्ट माइट्स हैं, तो वो हमारे डेड सेल्स पे इसलिए बेड पे सबसे ज्यादा पाए जाते हैं. और अर्ली मॉर्निंग स्नीजिंग जो बोलते हैं हमारे पेशेंट्स आके, तो हमें वो एक क्लू देता है कि रात भर उनको एक्सपोजर हुआ है डस्ट माइट का, और उसके बाद में सुबह वो पूरा जो रिएक्शन तैयार है, फ्लेयर अप जो तैयार है, एलर्जी का रिएक्शन, तो उनको तकलीफ फिर शुरू होती है, रिपीटेड बैक टू बैक स्नीजिंग इन द मॉर्निंग स्पेशली. सो ऐसे पेशेंट्स से हमें क्लू मिलता है जब वो ऐसी हिस्ट्री देते हैं. सो इंडोर एयर ड्राई क्लीन्ड क्लोथिंग दैट वी आर ऑल्सो, दिस इज द अदर रेयर थिंग दैट वी आर overlooking. Even dry cleaning is using certain chemicals which are emitting. Then we are using all kinds of air fresheners, and also they also emit certain odors. We have a mandir in our house. We are burning all kinds of smokes there. But everything in moderation. Again here, if they go overboard in every day, यहाँ पे या लगा रहे, धूप लगा रहे, अगरबत्ती लगा रहे, every day we are having these kinds of room freshener smells. Even in the car we have it nowadays. So these are all overlooked indoor air pollution things. And not to forget the smoking, which is so prevalent now in urban settings. Yeah, the smoke, the tobacco smoke. So these are the rare ones which we are overlooking, hidden ones.
I think इसमें majority activities ही include होगी जब हम day to day routine में we do it, and we don't realize कि मतलब that all of these things are actually harming us only in the end. Ravi, with this, what is your take? What do you think causes? What are the hidden we'll say the hidden sources?
Right. Ma'am has already added a lot of them, all of which are really, really relevant for everyone. A few things. One is, for example, whenever we are doing any type of cleansing, dusting, etc., that's where we are also exposed to really high amount and concentration of particulate matter in particular. And to kind of simplify things, anything that is making or creating fragrance is creating VOCs. So it can be your paint, it can be, as ma'am said, it can be your DO, etc. It can be washing powder, etc. So anything that is making fragrance do emit VOCs. And I don't think there is much more, but yes, if it's good practice to have some fresh air come in, because what people try to do is keep their doors and windows shut always, and they are basically breathing the stale air, बासी हवा ले रहे हैं, राइट. सो मोल्ड्स वगैरह काफी ज्यादा हवा में हो जाते हैं. दैट्स वेयर मेनी टाइम्स जो ऐसा वॉल पे जो कपड़े टंगे होते हैं उनमें मोल्ड्स वगैरह आ जाता है. सो दैट इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज एयर में मोल्ड है, वहां से वो मोल्ड आते हैं एंड काइंड ऑफ grows there. So these few things I just wanted to add.
Completely agree with you on this. And So, time for the third question to both of you. Any lung function test that we can do ourselves at home as a preliminary testing?
Yeah, so a lot of times we have breathometer device is there, which is peak expiratory flow meter device. It's a handheld device, है ना? So जिसमें आपको सिर्फ लंबा सांस लेना है और झटके से जोर से एक साथ में फूकना है. तो वो एक स्प्रिंग एक्शन की तरह एक रूलर की जैसा पॉइंट करता है एक वैल्यू की तरफ, और हमें हमारी ओवरऑल अप्रोक्सीमेट लंग कैपेसिटी समझ में आती है उस वैल्यू के हिसाब से. और अगर हम रेगुलरली उसको मॉनिटर करें, हाँ, स्पेशली हम ये किसको एडवाइस करते हैं कि किसी को अस्थमा है, किसी को लंग ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव एयरवे डिसीजेस हैं, और उनका होम मॉनिटरिंग डिवाइस वो बार बार हमारे पास आ नहीं सकते हैं, पेरिफेरी में रहते हैं, या फिर बच्चा है जो अपना तकलीफ अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर पाएगा, माता पिता को बता नहीं पाएगा. सो माता पिता ये टेस्ट घर में होम बेस्ड करके फिर पता कर सकते हैं कि हैज इट वर्सनड, द एलर्जी हैज इट वर्सनड. सो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट कि चाइल्ड इज गोइंग टू 10 places, school, his classes and his house, and then just by merely ये करके ये values देख के डेली मॉर्निंग इवनिंग का वो एक अगर नोट मेंटेन करे, तो उन्हें पता चलता है कि any 30% से फॉल अगर वैल्यूज हो रही हैं तो we should be alerted and we can then take the correct management treatment at the right time. So that is one of the very important home peak flow monitoring device that we advise routinely to our patients. And suppose हम श्योर भी नहीं है तो ये डायग्नोसिस में भी हेल्प करता है कि एक्चुअली हो रहा है क्या कुछ इस घर के वातावरण की वजह से. क्योंकि हमारे पास आया, हमने लंग फंक्शन टेस्ट किया, नॉर्मल आया, तो फिर हम बोलते हैं आप होम लेवल पे ही करिए, ये ले जाइए, और जब तकलीफ हो उस वक्त करिए, या मॉर्निंग इवनिंग करते रहिए, और फिर हमें क्लू मिलता है. क्योंकि एक बार हमने सडनली हमारे पास आया उस वक्त दैट डे ही इज फाइन. So this also happens in occupational cases. He's at work, that time he's facing these industrial smokes or chemical smokes, and then he's having an issue. But on Saturday, Sunday, on the weekends when he is home, he's absolutely symptom free. So वो history अगर हम मिले तो well and good. Otherwise, ये monitoring will in the values. Then the other bedside tests are, we can ask them to blow a matchstick at a 15 centimeter distance, hold करके, और उसको हम सिर्फ ये को करने के लिए कहते हैं. तो इससे तो झटके से है वो हमारा अप्रोक्सीमेट वैल्यू देता है, फूक पाए कि नहीं, उसको ब्लो कर पाए कि नहीं. तो ये सारे सुपरविजन में किए जाते हैं. हालांकि होम पीक फ्लो मॉनिटरिंग हम सिखा देते हैं, देन दे कैन डू ऑन देयर ओन, बट दिस काइंड ऑफ एन इंटरप्रिटेशन of other bedside tests we do ourselves only. They were more prevalent of lung function test and all was not there, or patient was not able to perform. Patient आ नहीं पा रहा है मशीन तक परफॉर्म करने के लिए, बेड रिडन पेशेंट है, या फिर बुजुर्ग है, कोई बच्चा है जो फूक नहीं पाएगा, वो जो अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर पाएगा कि मशीन में 6 सेकंड के लिए जो हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट होता है लंग फंक्शन टेस्ट का. तो ये सारे बेसिक टेस्ट फिर हम करते हैं कि भाई फिर ठीक है, अभी हाउ इज मच, कैलकुलेट करते हैं टाइम, यहाँ पे स्टेथोस्कोप रखते हैं और बोलते हैं कि कंटिन्यूअसली एक सांस को फूक मारिए, कितना सेकंड तक फूक मारेंगे. 4 सेकेंड्स के अंडर अगर आ जाए तो विल से के, बट उसके बियॉन्ड जाए तो इट इज सजेस्टिंग सम ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन. क्योंकि अगर नैरो हो रहा है तो वो लॉन्ग समय तक एक्सेल करेगा, अननेसेसरी लॉन्ग, विच इज अबनॉर्मल लॉन्ग, या तो फिर इट विल बी वेरी लो लेस कि परफॉर्म ही नहीं कर पाए ठीक से. सो विच इज ऑल्सो अगेन, सो दीज आर सर्टन bedside tests correlating history wise which we understand that we can advise them, and sometimes require supervision by us also to be done.
That's really nice to hear, ma'am. A lot of knowledge for me, definitely.
To our audience, just always make sure that keep a track of your health. Any particular symptom if you are facing, it's always better to take a note and observe every little change that you feel and not ignore it, because again, early detection helps you prevent a lot of diseases, and as you have to live with them, so prevention is always better than cure. And so, ma'am, the next question is that you help people with treatment of sleep disorders. What are the most common causes of sleep disorders?
या सो स्लीप डिसऑर्डर्स में गर्दन के अराउंड अगर चर्बी है, डबल चिन बोल रहे हैं हम, या फिर देयर इज लॉट ऑफ फैट डिपोजिशन, दैट इज सो ओबेसिटी इज द मोस्ट कॉमन कॉज दैट वी आर सीइंग, एंड इट्स hugely prevalent in developed nations in US, wherein there are lines and queues for doing these kinds of sleep studies to confirm the diagnosis and hence start the treatment. So, and a lot of times when we are having patients come up here, we have to ask them आगे से ये सारे चीजें विच कैन बी अ स्लीप इशू, उनको नहीं पता होता है, वो शायद ब्लड प्रेशर के ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आए हैं, वो शायद सर्दी के लिए आए हैं, एंड देन वी रियलाइज कि इनकी सर्दी नाइट टाइम क्यों वर्स हो रही है, देन वी आस्क देम सर्टेन क्वेश्चन. So obesity being the most common, then coming to the question again that the other causes, so there are some jaw abnormalities. अगर हमारा जॉ कुछ ज्यादा ही छोटा है या आगे की तरफ या पीछे की तरफ है, तो ये सारे abnormalities है ना, थोड़ा बॉटल नेक होता है हमारे अनाटमी में. हम देखें जो नाक की नली है वो नीचे सांस की नली तो बनती ही है, लेकिन बीच में जो हमारा एपिग्लॉटिस का एरिया है वो थोड़ा सा नैरो ऑलरेडी है. तो उस एरिया में अगर हमारा टंग पीछे की तरफ जा रहा है नींद में, या फिर हमारे जॉ पीछे की तरफ खिसक रहा है नींद में, तो ये उसको फर्दर नैरो करके स्लीप इश्यूज देगा. तो स्लीप इश्यूज कब हो रहे हैं? जब एयर फ्लो ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट हो रहा है नींद में. तो एयर फ्लो ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन के कारण बच्चों में एडिनॉइड्स हो सकते हैं, टॉन्सिल्स हो सकते हैं, नेजल राइनाइटिस, सिवियर ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन रिलेटेड टू एलर्जीज हो सकते हैं. वरना बड़ों में वी सी ओबेसिटी इज वेरी कॉमनली देयर. अदरवाइज दे आर हैविंग सम काइंड ऑफ जॉ इश्यूज, एनाटॉमी इश्यूज, है ना. तो दीज आर द कॉमन कॉज वेयर वी कैन हैव स्लीप रिलेटेड ब्रीदिंग डिसऑर्डर, and associated insomnias are also seen in these patients, especially elderlies. So we have to treat the other concomitant sleep disorders. If treating obstruction will not give me solution. एडिशनली ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन के दूसरे कॉजेज भी हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि डे टाइम में अगर एलर्जीज हैं और मैं सिर्फ स्लीप को ट्रीट कर रही हूँ, एलर्जी को ट्रीट नहीं कर रही हूँ, तो फिर वो जो फ्लेम प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है, कफ प्रोडक्शन जो ट्रिकल डाउन करके एयर फ्लो को नैरो कर रहा है, तो उसका ट्रीटमेंट तो इनकम्प्लीट रिलीफ होगा. तो दैट इज ऑल्सो, एलर्जी इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द कॉमन कॉज. एस्थमा इज वन ऑफ द होल क्रक्स ऑफ एस्थमा इज नैरोइंग ऑफ द एयर पाइप. सूजन हो जाती है, कफ प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा होता है इन्फ्लेमेशन की वजह से. तो ये चीज सूजन जो है, अगर हम डे टाइम की सूजन ओपन अप कर दे तो हमारी नाइट टाइम की स्लीप बराबर होगी. हाँ, एसोसिएटेड ओबेसिटी है तो नाइट टाइम की स्लीप फिर भी बराबर नहीं होगी. तो ये सारे फैक्टर्स, थायराइड की जो ग्रंथि होती है वो अगर हमारे को प्रेस कर रही है हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म की वजह से, तो हमें उस पे भी ध्यान देना पड़ता है कि गर्दन मोटी क्यों है इस केस में. इज इट जस्ट द फैट, इज इट समथिंग एल्स अदर देन दिस, यू नो. सो दीज थिंग्स commonly, these are the reasons.
That was great, ma'am. Also, just wanted to understand here कि अभी I was going through a few research papers where the association between sleep disorder and air pollution has been correlated. So I believe so what they might be doing is because of air pollution allergy होता है, allergy की वजह से then you get this inflammations etc. and उसकी वजह से sleep disorder होता है, right? Is that?
It's very important to keep a track and making sure that we take little steps every day to make sure that we and our family stay healthy. Coming to this, and the last question. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I would like to ask Mr. Ravi that what is the alternative, to prevent this kind of in the car? What should they do then for the good circulation?
Right. So there are two modes. One is only recirculation. Second is having some air coming from outside. So always in car there are two modes. Maybe we should always, at least what I do is I always have fresh air coming inside, and from time to time when the air outside is okay, you should, and you are not at the red light, because that's where the hub spot of pollution, because every tailpipe is their exhaust pipe is emitting polluted air. But while you are driving, let's say 40-50 kilometer per hour, you just pull your screen down and let the fresh air inside through your windows, and then again put them up. So this is what I do as a practice, and I recommend to everyone that I interact with.
Okay, and I understand that also very soon car air purifiers are getting launched, right, by you?
Yes, we are working on that. How we can replace the existing. So right now, what is happening? Very, very unfortunate, but only high-end cars, for example, the best ones in Tata, the best ones in Mahindra, BMW, etc. They get, or now in Kia, etc. They get clean air because the kind of filters they are providing are can literally remove PM 2.5, PM 1, etc. But for all the majority of Indian population, at least, these filters are unable to remove PM 2.5 and PM 1, which are very, very dangerous for us. More to that, these filters cannot remove gases when you are outside, right? एंड जब आप रोड पे चला रहे हैं तो सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम गैस की भी हो सकती है अपार्ट फ्रॉम पीएम. डेफिनेटली पीएम के लिए देर आर स्टैंडर्ड फंक्शंस एंड फिल्टर्स आउट देयर जो आप लगा सकते हैं, महंगे आ सकते हैं, बट यू कैन यूज इट. बट गैसेस, सॉक्स, नॉक्स, सीओ, सो ये निकालना बहुत ही जरूरी है. एंड उस चीज के लिए यू नीड राइट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ फिल्टर. एंड जरूरी नहीं कि आपके पास मर्सिडीज बेंज हो तभी आप उन गैसेस से बच सकते हो. व्हाई नॉट अ वैगन आर कैन हैव द सेम क्वालिटी ऑफ फिल्टर्स विच कैन रिमूव दोज डेंजरस एंड हार्मफुल केमिकल्स. सो यहाँ पे एक एनेक्डोट दैट आई वांट टू ऐड कि आई एम श्योर देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ न्यूज जो हमने सुनी होगी कि पार्किंग में बंद पार्किंग ऑन करके एसी चला के और उसके बाद द पीपल डाइड इन दैट कार, राइट? सो वो होता क्यों है? बिकॉज जो एग्जॉस्ट पाइप होती है गाड़ी की, उससे, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ CO2, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ पीएम, बट एग्जॉस्ट पाइप से CO निकल रहा होता है, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, नॉक्स निकल रहा होता है, जो कि हाईली हाईली डेंजरस होता है हमारे लिए. उस वजह से डेथ होती है जो हम देखते भी. एंड दैट इज अगेन द रीजन वाई पार्किंग्स में आप हमेशा देखेंगे वो बड़ा बड़ा लिखा होता है फ्रेश एयर, फ्रेश एयर, फ्रेश एयर, ऐसा विद एन एरो. तो पार्किंग्स में हमेशा होता ही है. दिस इज रेगुलेटरी बिकॉज पार्किंग के अंदर इतनी सारी गाड़ियां होती हैं, इतनी सारी गाड़ियों से जब इतना ज्यादा पोल्यूशन एंड गैसेस निकल रहा होता है, अगर फ्रेश एयर बाहर से नहीं आती है तो इट कैन लिटरली बी फेटल फॉर यू. सो एंड अगेन इसीलिए इवन इन मेट्रोज यू ऑलवेज हैव फ्रेश एयर कमिंग, राइट? सो जब भी अंडरग्राउंड जहां भी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि थिंग्स कैन एक्यूमुलेट, पॉल्यूशन कैन एक्यूमुलेट, यू नीड टू हैव फ्रेश एयर.
Yeah. So that was also eye-opening for me at various things, because this is very confusing what to do. And I think even the ones who will, attend this podcast, look at, I think they'll get these tips and tricks to have a better air around them.
Very true. And from this, I'll quickly jump into the very last question of the podcast here. That are there certain times of the year when air pollution is most dangerous, and how can families prepare for it?
Yeah. So every season, we can't say that which season is very bad. But for some people, summers are bad. For some people, winters are bad. The other seasons are okay. So to decide or to pick one of them is a little difficult. However, if we have to say that certain allergens like pollens, they have their seasons in certain times of the year, like summer seasons or something, or the humidity levels are different, or it's very hot air which is there in summers. We're talking about summers first. So then during that time, then patients can have different issues related to heat waves, so strong heat related, which has gone inside, the loo, which जिसको बुलाया जाता है, या डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री को अलग अलग नाम है. तो ये चीज को भी तकलीफ देती है हमारे लंग्स को ही नहीं, ओवरऑल हमारे वेलबींग को. उनाड़ी बोलते हैं मराठी में, इसको लग गई है ना. तो ये चीज समर्स में होगी. और अगर विंटर्स में हो रही है तो क्योंकि कोल्ड एयर है तो वो हेवीनेस देता है, तो सारा जो पोल्यूशन है वो नीचे ही रहता है, ऊपर एस्केप नहीं हो रहा है. तो एज वी नो, सो दैट तो वो वहीं पे है, तो फिर हमारे कांटेक्ट में ज्यादा आ रहा है, हमारे ब्रीदिंग में ज्यादा आ रहा है. तो दैट कोल्ड ड्राई एयर इज गोइंग टू इरिटेट आवर नोज फर्दर. एंड अगर हम ओरल ब्रीदर है तो हमारा जो म्यूकोजल डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म है जो वॉश आउट करता है स्मॉल हेयर जो है, वो भी काम नहीं कर पा रहे. सो देन वी विल हैव मोर problems of airways during that time. And अगर पोलन सीजन मॉनसून्स का है तो उस वक्त सारे जो ग्रासेस है स्पेशली जो बहुत फ्लोरिडली ग्रो करते हैं उनके रिलेटेड अगर कोई स्पोर्स एनवायरनमेंट में है तो तभी उनको तकलीफ होगी। तो बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हमारे एलर्जी के पेशेंट्स को ठंडी शुरू होने के पहले या सीजन जब बदल रहा है उस वक्त तकलीफ ज्यादा नोटिस होती है, नॉट इन पर्टिकुलर सीजन बट दे से कि सीजन चेंज इज आवर इशू। द सीजन चेंज हो रहा है, वेदर इट्स becoming a summer, whether it's starting of the winter, whether it's starting of the monsoons, and that is when we are all knowing that a number of patients increase, viral cases also increase. So the bacterial spores, the virus is also very much not, so it's not just about the air pollution which is there in the environment at that time, it's more densely in the winter we have the spores, all of them are getting settled down rather than escaping up, isn't it? So yeah, that is the thing. And how about prevention now for this? So prevention of each one we do separately. Like if it's the fungal issue, then we will say ki cross ventilation, humidity control between 40 to 60% range in the house is important, because these fungal spores, if they are around, especially below the sink area where there is wetness, or in the bathroom where there is wetness, the walls tend to catch fungus, or behind the cupboard where the wall is not ventilated, air is not going in and out. So those areas you have to be vigilant, because those can release fungal spores. And I have had patients who have gone back and made those changes in the house and experienced reduction in their complaints without so much of medicine involvement. So then this speaks for itself in the sense. And we also do fungal allergy testing, and we prove that if objectively we have to look into it. But sometimes, not all the times, कि अभी तकलीफ है अभी तो टेस्टिंग नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि दवाई के असर में टेस्टिंग नहीं हो पाती, तो अभी तो कंट्रोल करना है। तो हिस्ट्री वाइज ही हमें उनको काफी बार पूछना और एडवाइस करना पड़ता है कि आप इसका इतना प्रिवेंशन शुरू कर दो। सिमिलरली अगर पोलन इश्यूज हैं तो हमें पोलन प्रिवेंशन कैसे करना है कि सीजन पता करो, पहले कौन सा पोलन है वो एलर्जी टेस्ट कर लेते हैं अपन, कौन सा पोलन है पता चल गया, अब उसका सीजन देख लो, फ्लावरिंग सीजन कौन सा है, उस सीजन में सिर्फ उसी सीजन में आप विंडोज बंद रखें तो बेटर है। आप उस सीजन में डेंस फॉरेस्ट में ना जाएं क्योंकि दैट कैन अफेक्ट यू, या जा भी रहे हैं तो प्रॉपर गियर्स जैसे मास्क है, चश्मा है और कैप है वो पहने, घर आते से ही बाहर के कपड़े चेंज कर ले, या पेट्स हैं तो ध्यान रखें पेट्स के ऊपर भी सेटल हो सकता है स्पोर्स, तो वो सीजन में अवॉइड करें कि आपको अगर एलर्जीज हैं तो पेट्स ना हो, या जितना आप अपने आप से प्रिवेंशन प्रोटेक्शन कर सकते हैं, जस्ट टू नो द facts. And even so pollens का ऐसा फिर आके splash the water on your face and get rid of the pollens, and cap can be discarded easily. So this way the pollens. Similarly dust mite अगर है तो again coming back कि ये सारे indoor है, insects हो, cockroaches like insects हो, या फिर dust mites या fungus हो, ये सारे indoor allergens को humidity अपना control करना चाहिए। तो 40 to 60% का range अगर हम maintain करें, like I've understood in the AC also we can have a dry mode of the AC which can keep the surrounding air humid free. So काफी बार humidity बढ़ जाती है monsoons में or even if winters में, तो indoor that has to be paid attention to. Also moisture absorbers which are not smelling moisture absorbers but like charcoal which does not have porous packets of charcoal, porous packets of camphor is a little smelling, might not suit everybody. So then we say charcoal and the other porous packets which we can keep them at various corners of the room if you know you're not able to have a air purifier. But as I hear now, with air coming in, the regular ACs also can have an inbuilt air purifier which will definitely reduce the requirement of other measures which are very difficult to persistently keep at. Coming back to dust mite protection, then we can have a anti-dust mite mattress protector itself, which will create a barrier between your body and the dust mites, and therefore if we don't come in contact, then automatically the allergies will not happen because of dust mites, isn't it? And overall then there was a study done by my previous institute. I was a lecturer in KEM Hospital, Mumbai. So there we did the study to association of environmental factors and the prevalence of asthma in them, and what was the cause of respiratory morbidity in them, and this was checked in relation to air quality levels in the mega city, that is the city of the Bombay. So the modifiable environmental risk factors were also studied in this study. So here it was noted that it was significantly there in high in areas with high SPM levels, and significant morbidity, respiratory morbidity was studied for, which was there in these areas because of the high particulate matter, biological contamination of the air. And so when we identify these areas and remove the environmental risk factors, it can, at a public level. So it's a public health measure level also, not every house level. So with this study, I want to enhance that at a local level also sometimes measures have to be taken, not just at an individual level. So some areas might be having that as a common flora only around them. So those things as a measure. Then overall, otherwise, we also say during winters, use a scarf like thing, a loose scarf, which will prevent that cold air hitting you directly, instantly, and giving you trouble. So even a normal drape scarf will give you a mix of warm and cold air, and that will prevent the cold air effect and drying your passages and giving you irritation and all. And we prefer to exercise indoors for the ones who are, not for all, but yeah, for the ones who are in very chilly areas, Delhi ki sardi and all, we know those areas, or prefer to do yoga and badminton, other forms, indoor forms of exercises during those particular months when it is too cold. I'm sure a lot of them are already aware and doing these things, but just to add on and make the list complete. And deliberate nose breathing is also good, because we have normal cilia hair which is there, which is going to prevent the ganda air from going inside. तो वो भी बहुत जरूरी है कि हम अवॉइड करें कि हम मुंह से सांस ले, जब एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, वॉक कर रहे हैं, तो हम ग्रेजुअल जाए, ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग कर रहे हैं तो नोज ब्रीदिंग पे ज्यादा ध्यान दे रादर देन ओरल ब्रीदिंग, है ना. सो फ्लू शॉट्स आर प्रिवेंटेबल वैक्सीन्स which are recommended for people who are into long standing respiratory diseases especially, but also the ones who tend to get allergies and all. So those flu shots, yearly flu shot which come up in November month, so we should take the benefit of that. And we've already spoken about how limit your contact with pets will help us further. Yeah, so I think that's what. Then the smog we spoke about, which is air pollution plus fog, leading to dense air and settling down of the air on the ground level and not allowing it to escape. So every person has to understand his trigger at his level also, at individual level also. So be observant, though it may take time and trial and patience and errors, but you can discuss them with your doctor and keep a fixed doctor for your allergies if possible, because he will be through your waxing and waning episodes. So that is a powerful weapon to reduce medicines and use preventive measures. Also, do not skip on your medications. If something is going on for respiratory problem, do not decrease it. You might have to step up during these months, and it's always a good idea to step up 1 week prior कि भाई season change का issue है. So we always advise कि season change होने के 1 हफ्ते पहले आप approximate जो timing हमें पता होती है, आप अपनी दवाइयां इस तरह से बढ़ा दीजिए ताकि आपको वो फ्लेयर ना आए, आपके एलर्जीज फ्लेयर ना हो. हाँ, तो दैट इज अनदर थिंग. वी गिव इम्यूनोथेरेपी ऑल्सो फॉर एलर्जीज, वेर वी, अगर पोलन एलर्जी है तो हम बोलते हैं आपका जब सीजन चालू हो रहा है उसके पहले हम ये ड्रॉप्स, एक महीना पहले हम ये ड्रॉप्स चालू करेंगे. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू टाइम दीज थिंग्स ऑल्सो. या आई थिंक आई हैव समड इट ऑल. Thank you for that patiently listening.
It was very beautifully and scientifically crafted, ma'am. Thank you very much. But again, I can add in terms of pollutants, as you rightly said, mostly we face 3 kind of season: one, summer, monsoon, and winter. During summer, I'm sorry, usually dust is really high. During monsoon, humidity is really high. During winter, PM 2.5 etc. is really high. There are 2 factors always. One is weather, which is beyond our control, so God's act, right? And second is local conditions, that, for example, what we do, right, because of human activities. So why Delhi faces a lot of pollution during October, November? The major reason definitely is because of the weather pattern that we face. Why now Mumbai is also facing kind of similar episodes is because of change in weather pattern, right? मुंबई का तो कुछ लेना देना नहीं है पराली से, राइट एंड दिवाली भी वहां पे मतलब कम पटाखे जलाते हैं टू व्हाट वी अंडरस्टैंड आई बीन देयर फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 3 years, राइट? सो वहां पटाखे भी कम जलते हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद भी देर देर हैव बीन वेरियस पीरियड्स जहाँ पे दिल्ली से बहुत ज्यादा एयर पोल्यूशन मुंबई में रहा है. सो वहां पे वेदर पैटर्न्स बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं, तो विच आर बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पोलन अब बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टेन रीजंस आ रहे हैं, थ्रू फॉरेस्ट आ रहा होगा मोस्टली, राइट? फार्म लैंड एक्सेट्रा वहां से आ रहा होगा. सो दे आर बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल एंड वी हैव टू टेक सम मेजर. एंड लोकल कंडीशन कैन बी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने जैसा मैम ने बताया कि छोक से हम सिगरेट पी रहे हैं एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, तो उन सब लोकल कंडीशंस की वजह से आ जाता है. सो आई थिंक वी अगेन नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड वाइल वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या सॉल्यूशन लेना चाहिए. सो प्रिवेंटिव जो है उसको प्रिवेंट करें, लेकिन देर आर समथिंग विच आर बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल. उसके लिए हमको जरूर कोई एक्शन लेना ही पड़ेगा, उसको हम प्रिवेंट नहीं कर पाएंगे बिकॉज दैट इज बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल. What we, as for example, Earth is doing is, which my ma'am rightly pointed out, कि एयर प्योरीफायर के साथ प्रॉब्लम ये हो जाता है, परसिस्टेंस नहीं रहता है. सो आप we did this survey, ma'am, where we try to understand from consumers who already have purchased air purifier कितना महीना आप यूज करते हैं अपना एयर प्योरीफायर. तो हमने ये ज्यादातर यही पाया, ऑन एन एवरेज हार्डली 3 महीने यूज होता है out of 12 months your air purifier, right? So that's why what we understood is perceived value of air purifier is really low, क्योंकि उसको यूज ही नहीं करते हैं. इट इज एज गुड एज आपने बहुत महंगी गाड़ी खरीद ली लेकिन वो पार्किंग में ही खड़ी है 12 में से 9 महीना, राइट? तो आप उसको चला ही नहीं रहे हो, ऑल्दो डेप्रिसिएशन कम हो रहा है लेकिन परसीव्ड वैल्यू भी आपके लिए उसकी काफी कम है. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी अंडरस्टैंड. दैट्स व्हाई एसी जो है वो हर सीजन के लिए ऑलमोस्ट, अब तो हर सीजन के लिए बनने लग गया है. अभी तो नए वर्जन जो आ रहे हैं वो सर्दियों में गर्म भी कर सकते हैं. अभी जो नए वर्जन आ रहे हैं गर्मियों के लिए तो पहले से ही बन रहे थे, गर्मियों में ठंडा कर देंगे एंड मानसून में ड्राई होता है जिससे वो डिह्यूमिडिफाई भी कर सकता है. और सिर्फ फैन चलाने तो फैन चलाने के लिए भी होता है, राइट? सो हर सीजन के लिए नाउ एसीज आर बीइंग क्राफ्टेड by large companies. Again, in India, it is 3 to 5%. In US, etc., is 90% or more. So there is a definitely a trend as we go towards becoming more of a matured and developed nation. So we are going to move in that direction, and penetration of AC is going to grow. And that's where we come in कि यार आप खरीदते हो एयर प्योरीफायर फॉर एग्जाम्पल अपने ग्रोइंग एज पे ओल्ड पेरेंट्स के लिए या अपने बच्चों के लिए, दोनों को पता नहीं एयर क्या होता है और दोनों कभी भी नहीं चलाएंगे एयर प्योरीफायर. और एक बार बंद हो गया, किसी ने बंद कर दिया, उसके बाद दोबारा तो वो चलेगा ही नहीं, चलेगा कभी भी. लेकिन दोनों एज ग्रुप्स को ये जरूर पता है कि एसी कैसे चलाना है, दोनों जानते हैं और उसी में ही सोते हैं वो, राइट? सो what if we can convert your ordinary AC into a powerful air purifying AC with a very simple retrofit? So that's where this innovation came, ma'am, and happy to share that this is the world's first, and we confidently believe that we have developed something which is developed in India but can be used throughout the world. So that's what we intend to do.
Yeah, so I have told all kinds of measures, but yes, the need of the hour is these kinds of air purifiers, because eventually they can't be persistently doing these kinds of home things कि cross ventilation कैसे करें, humidity कैसे maintain करें. So by, having these kinds of air purifiers which you guys are coming up with inbuilt into their regular ACs, which is not going to need any more space and nothing, not cost bearing also is going to be less, power consumption is also going to be less. So yes, it's quite promising for them.
Thank you.
I feel that overall this collective response is what the audience, it will give them a full comprehensive view of every do's and don'ts that they should do if they want to make sure that everyone in their family is well taken care of, and we take preventions and precautions way before the time, because even now with the festival season almost approaching, it is now the time that if we start taking little precautions, we will be able to control the situation at that particular point of time. जैसे दिवाली आ रही है, हमें पता है कि सिटीज में पोल्यूशन लेवल इंक्रीज होगा, या विंटर्स आने वाली है जब ब्रीथिंग प्रॉब्लम्स इंक्रीज होंगी। तो अगर हम अभी से अगेन प्रिकॉशन लेना स्टार्ट करेंगे तो उस टाइम पे सिचुएशन इतना वर्स नहीं होगा, वो अंडर कंट्रोल रहेगा। एंड अगेन we have a doctor here, so we know that doctor का medical advice लेना is super important, because we might mistake things to, we might not take something very seriously. हम अपने खुद के सेल्फ रेमेडीज कर ले, बट एक डॉक्टर का एडवाइस हमेशा उसमें में हेल्पफुल होता है, बिकॉज अ डॉक्टर कैन करेक्ट you and guide you in the correct way. So this is the time now. And before we close the podcast and before we let both of you go, I have a very quick game called as myth or fact for both of you, where I'll just say, like, I'll say 10 statements. Individually, I'll ask both of you, and you just have to tell whether it is a myth or a fact. So no explanation, nothing, because we've already covered these aspects in the podcast. But just a quick, like, a sum up for the audience also, and the statements are for our audience as well. So we would want to know your response in the comment section, dear audience. So if both of you are ready, should we begin? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one is for you, Ravi. Air purifiers are only necessary if you have allergies.
Myth.
Dr. Sneha. Indoor air is always cleaner than outdoor air.
That is obviously a myth, as we've spoken so much about it now.
Yes. The third one is also for you, ma'am. Plants alone can purify the air in your home.
Yeah, so in all this prevention, I have never mentioned plants really, but yeah, alone plants will not help us. In fact, sometimes plants, nobody knows how to take care of them. They can cause air pollution, the spores and all get settled there, the dust gets settled over them. We are not taking care of them. So yeah, plants alone cannot purify. It's a myth.
Ravi.
Sorry, I gave reason because I didn't speak about it.
No problem, ma'am. Please feel free to add in inputs again. We have both of you are experts here, so please feel free to add in input wherever you feel that this is a very important aspect for our audience to know. It's always every learning is a good learning that way. The next statement is for you, Ravi. Breathing allergies are only caused because of pollution.
Ma'am has already covered it at very, very length. So there are multiple other reasons. So myth.
Okay. Again, breathing clear air reduces lung capacity.
It can't be myth.
Okay, Dr. Sneha. Air purifiers are only effective against dust and pollen.
Myth.
Ravi. An air purifier will remove all air pollutants instantly and cure breathing problems.
No. So we again should be very, very scientific and knowledgeable कि किसका क्या हो सकता है, right? So we don't have, nobody has like that medicine कि एकदम से ठीक हो जाएगा.
Yeah, so air purifier is not a medicine. It's a preventable thing. So it's not going to cure it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Sneha, using an air purifier will completely eliminate the need of regular cleaning.
Myth, yes.
Okay, the next one is also for you, ma'am. All air purifiers use the same technology and are equally effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's a myth, but you should be answering it, Mr. Ravi. You're the expert in this.
Yeah. So surprisingly, it's not all are same, and we have seen, ma'am, when I was at IIT Bombay, just letting you know, as a student, we have done that study where we tested all the air purifiers out there, mostly the most prominent brands, and again, very surprisingly, the most expensive one was the least effective. So even we were surprised कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, but वो उस टाइम तो मैं स्टूडेंट ही था, एंड that was what we were trying to do, and we were all surprised, even our professor was surprised कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है. The most expensive 40,000 का और more than that जो आ रहा है वो 10,000 को भी बीट नहीं कर पा रहे in terms of efficiency. So it's very, very
sort of brands or products endorse that. Okay, coming to the last statement, for this episode, which is for Ravi. Urban city residents have stronger lung capacity.
No, I don't think so, ma'am. I'm sure you can add.
Yeah, because as we see that fresh air and all is not available in urban city anymore, and to add on to it, we have indoor air pollution as well, wherein we are having our gadgets, our printers. As we said, these are the hidden ones. We are doing a lot of chemical use to keep our house in good smell, with full of perfume all the time, or we're doing a lot of smoke generation, and we are doing barbecues on one end. So then how are we going to have better lung capacities? With these things around us, we have to, I think, work more, double of what people are doing in workout wise there
Very
in
true.
rural area.
Very true, and I feel that this game has been a very good recap of covering all the essential points of whatever we've discussed. It covers the crux of it, and it has been extremely helpful, extremely insightful, and uh, and that is a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much, Dr. Sneha and Ravi, for sharing your insights with us. They are extremely valuable, extremely informative, eye-opening, and helps us create that awareness, which is very important with the winter coming, with the festival season coming. I think this podcast is like a fresh breath of air again, which helps demyth all the prevalent information which is there, to actually let everyone know कि सही चीज क्या है, मतलब क्यों required है and क्या सही चीज required है. It touch points those aspects, and I think that we've all learned a lot about the myths and realities of air pollution. So again, thank you so much for joining us, being here. And to all our audience, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. Don't forget to share this episode and start taking those little steps for clean air right now. Because prevention is better than cure. And until next time, stay healthy, stay informed, breathe clean air, and keep breathing easy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.